Oh, wait. Wow, this does nothing. But I'll have you know your field spell will be negated. It will be.
Oh, fuck. Okay,
Because I'm
well,
going to summon Meowsclick. Click. Hello, kings, queens, and monarchs of every element. I'm RJ the Jank Monarch, and this is Limited Reviews, a one-of-a-kind series in which I open the latest and hottest products in search of the most precious treasure of them all. Fun ways to play the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. The annual Megatins are often Yu-Gi-Oh's reprint event of the year, and the 2023 25th anniversary tin of the Dueling Heroes tin of the... Dueling Heroes tin, anniversary tin Dueling Heroes. It looks like it's going to be no exception. With reprints from across the last year of packs, this set has the potential to blow open the Yu-Gi-Oh! Marketplace. Megatins also contain the potential for something much greater. A great collection of deck building materials for, you guessed it, limited plays. So in anticipation of this year's Megatin release, I'm going to be taking a look at the Megatins for limited play, how much potential they have, why it is that they don't seem to live up to that potential, and why, quite frankly, it probably doesn't matter. And to illustrate why that is, I want to take you back in time a little bit to a year ago when I got the opportunity to play with one of the coolest duelists on Twitch. You ready to open some packs? Oh, I suppose I should, this is going to be the first time you show up on screen, so I should probably, introduce you.
that'd be
Uh,
great.
all right. Well, folks, here is our special guest, Schiggys, also known as Crystal Abundance, the most unhinged cyber streamer there is, and another person who enjoys opening product, possibly a little too much.
Hello, how is everybody doing today? I'm Schiggys. I'm the number one Fortnite streamer on Twitch,
Hell yeah.
and I'm really happy to be here.
When I invited Schiggys on to Duel Sealed Only, I thought I was bringing them into the promised land of sealed sets. I mean, think about it. 54 cards per tin, reprints of some of the hottest cards from across the last year, including guaranteed holos with staples like the Ghost Girls and Pot of Prosperity, and entire low-rarity archetypes like the Magic Keys and the Bee Troopers and the Sue Ships. This is the dream, right? Right? Well, I'm going to summon the most powerful monster conceived of by human or by computer, which is Rocket Caliber.
This is not good, but it's fine, because I'm a gamer, and Yugi Moto wouldn't let not having Gungan Suship Shari stop him from winning the duel. So
he wouldn't. Are you ready for the combo, TM?
Hold on. I'm thinking.
Okay.
I'm thinking based off of the cards I have in my hand.
Okay.
Thinking.
Oh, is it time for the dimension shifter?
I'm thinking. Oh, what if it was? I mean, it could be. It could be. I'm thinking.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. We're gonna summon another Rocket Caliber.
Pay 1,000 life points and add this staff back to my hand.
That's kind of crazy. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's called a desperate times call for desperate measures. And what do I have in here? I've got nothing. That meme of the dog where the world is burning around him, that's just me at any given moment, but especially right now. Okay, I take 400, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pay 1,000 and add this piece of shit back to my hand. I mean, a very nice card that's saving my ass right now.
I have all of these combo pieces in my hand for 3 different combos.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I have garbage. I thought Link summoning would be able to save me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I have one. I've got 2 Link monsters in my extra deck. One of them is Binary Blader, and I'm like, that's great. I can summon Binary Blader. It's 800.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it needs 2 normal monsters. Fuck me, I guess.
Do you have a Steel Star Regulator?
No, but I'm having a crisis. If that's that was the longest ass game one I've ever played in my entire life.
I was so convinced this was going to be a fun set to play sealed with. No, it turns out it sucks ass. The 2022 Megatins failed almost every metric I have for a limited set. Let's take a look, shall we? Number 1, the set contains a variety of strats that are complete, although not necessarily fully realized and constructed, competitive, flexible, and synergistic, and this set fails on every single one of those things. 2, little or no filler. Number 3, core cards are at low rarity, and while it looks at first glance like this is the case with all of the powerful archetypes that you can get at basically common, it turns out that most of the cards you need to play them are at high rarity, and a lot of those great staples that we talked about at the top of the hour weren't just high rarity, but also short printed. 4, there is no strategy that is obviously stronger than all the others. This one's a little hard to measure because it was nigh impossible to find a strategy when playing this set anyway. Number 5, they're exciting to open. Now this was unequivocally the case when it comes to the Megatins. There are so many cool cards in the Megatins every year, and especially in the 2022 ones. However, for the sake of sealed play, a lot of your high rarity cards are either just things that were basic and mandatory in order for you to be able to run your deck, but even if they are the best cards in the set, most of those staples just aren't usable in limited play. Like when our move is normal summoning a bee trooper, when the hell am I going to use triple tactic talents? Number 6, everything has outs or takes a lot of effort to build into. Seeing as there's not really much to build into and there aren't really any outs either, it's hard to tell whether or not this one passes on that or fails, but we did have Mimicking Maneater Bug and ways to run over it, so I guess that kind of counts as a boss monster. Number 7, good and accessible balance between answers and outs or extenders. See our last number. And number 9, unfun bullshit requires intentional deck building and a lot of active thinking in game. And wildly, I think this one actually passes. There was a lot of random bullshit in here, but you had to work really, really hard to find it. Both Schiggys and I found some weirdly powerful combos that were repeatable, but were not easy to get to by any stretch of the imagination. And by powerful, I mean like by the worst standards possible. So what went wrong with the Megatins in terms of sealed play? How is it possible that a set so large and so powerful with all of these low rarity archetypes built into it already could not be a great format? Well, there are 3 main issues. One of them is specific to the Megatins, and the other 2 are kind of indicative of problems with Konami in terms of how they make sets as a whole, but especially for limited play. Let's start with the easy one. The problem with the Tins as a particular set is that they're just huge, and that the cards that you get from each tin are extremely diverse. We talked about this a little bit in my Power of the Elements video, but one of the things that is built into the way that sealed products in Yu-Gi-Oh! Work is that they are diffuse. The cards are spread out across the product, so you don't get too many of any one card. This is great if you're opening packs in order to get particular cards, because you don't want to see multiples of the same super rare or the same common or rare over and over again. But when it comes to sealed, it's a little bit troublesome. And in a set as so big as the Megatins are, you're basically never going to get reprints. I lucked out in getting 2 copies of probably the best sealed card in the set in Mimicking Maneater Bug, but other than that, it's very difficult to put together those low rarity strategies despite there being there in common. And on to the bigger problems for how Konami makes sets for sealed play. And the biggest of the 2 of those is how packs are structured in terms of rarity. See, in Yu-Gi-Oh!, many of the most powerful cards aren't the big boss monsters or the game enders, the threats that you're putting into play. They're actually the cards that get you there. The starters, the monsters that get you the other monsters from your deck, the emergency teleports, the hero lives, the cards that are going to get your game plan started. These are incredibly powerful in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of the way that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is built to be a streamlined game, and that means that those very powerful cards often end up being at the highest rarities in a set instead of the big cards, the build-arounds, the boss monsters, the payoffs, the things that change the way you want to build a deck. Many of those cards are at the lower rarities because they are less powerful in Yu-Gi-Oh! Terms, and a lot of the cards that you just need in order to build a deck are at ultra or secret rare. This, again, we talked about in the Power of the Elements video. One of the things that makes Power of the Elements such an exception as a set is that a lot of the payoffs are ultra rares, are secret rares, are things that you are going to be excited to open at some point over your box because you have all the things you need to build into them. In the Megatins, it's not necessarily so. A lot of your basic combo pieces that aren't your starters are at low rarity, but a lot of the cards that you need in order to get the deck started are at higher rarity. Sue ships are a great example. Sue ships are at common across the set, except for exactly Shari, which is a super rare because they wanted to rarity upgrade the starter for a deck that basically nobody plays. This is a basically universal problem within Yu-Gi-Oh! And when we find a set that breaks that rule, it is incredible for sealed play almost every time. If Konami could change that way that they build the Megatins, this set could be phenomenal for sealed play. And that brings us to the second big problem. Another uniquely Konami thing that is a problem across most sets, but especially when it comes to the Megatins: short prints. Imagine if a deck could get 2 copies of Pot of Prosperity or multiple of the Ghost Girls. Suddenly you have a way to make strategies and interrupt and play the game, but because they are at short print or half print, they're very difficult to get to. So the result is we have a set that has everything it needs to be one of the greatest formats Yu-Gi-Oh! Could play, and it sucks instead. The structure is such that you are never going to pull the core of your low rarity deck, you are never going to pull the staples that could make it work, and you mostly end up with a jumble of cards. But if you thought a silly little thing like a suboptimal format could stop the jank monarch and the queen of the trash pile from having a good time, oh boy, you have another thing coming. Let's do this.
Let's go! Wait, I love that for you. You need Gunkin Sue Ship Shari. Like, shut the fuck up. I don't care. I don't need Gunkin Sue. I don't need no Gunkin Sue Ship Shari in my life to be a successful duelist. I am a strong, independent Sue Ship player. Thank you.
Yes.
All right.
I like how I just pulled the chase card Dark Magician Girl. And I'm using a common chosen by the World Chalice and a rock as my field center.
I feel like I don't have any combo pieces. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna attack me directly for 500.
Wait, how many points does that card have?
Well, I have 0 monsters on my side of the field now. That's a Dark Magician Girl field center.
Oh.
Would it help if I put the rock back here? It's a rock.
Yes, thank you. That
You're
helps
welcome.
a lot. I'm sorry. I'm coming to terms with the fact that this didn't work out how I wanted.
I think BA happened.
I'm crying. It's so close to being good.
Yes, in true Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime cliche fashion, turns out that the best pull I got out of the 2022 Tin of Ancient Battles was friendship. Yeah, it turns out sealed play slaps no matter what. As long as you are playing duels with friends, you are having fun. As long as you are opening packs, you are having fun. And when you combine the two together, the fun multiplies together, such that even in a set with so much nonsense like this one, and strategies that are harder to find than a piece of hay in a needle stack like this one, it was hilarious, and Schiggys and I had a phenomenal time at playing it, and I cannot wait to roll you the clips of the rest of those duels. But before I do, I want to give you this takeaway. The 2023 tins are actually looking great, and I know for a fact that a lot of the strategies over the last year did come in a combination of low rarity and high rarity that may be flexible enough that we may have a game on our hands. But more importantly, even if they do turn out to suck, I'm gonna open them anyway. I'm gonna play them with friends anyway, and I think you should too. And speaking of things I think you should do, September 3rd at 11 a.m. EST is Schiggys' debut as a VTuber. Schiggys on Twitch has had one of the most fun and wild presences the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game has to offer, and as a VTuber, I expect her potential to fly off the hook. You want to be there when it gets started. And with that, I'm going to leave you with the remaining clips from my duels with Schiggys, because god damn is it rare that I get to laugh this much.
I'm sorry, you just have like a rock. There's just a rock on your field.
That's my field center, and I need you to respect it, Schiggys.
I mean, I am respecting your... Listen! I'm respecting the rock, but also, it's just a lot. There's a lot going on here. This might be something.
Okay.
I'm going to activate Link into the Brains.
Oh.
I know.
I was not expecting that card. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Steel Star Regulator.
Hell yeah, we have the Steel Star Regulator. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, so what the fuck does this do?
I also picked up my extra deck and started reading it.
Enter battle phase, and I'm going to hit your face down with 1,800 attack points.
I regret to inform you.
Oh my god, what is it?
It is the Mimicking Maneater bug.
No, it's not. You know, whatever, forever. This is all part of my strategy. It's all part of my master plan.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's fine. I'm coming to I'm going through the 5 stages of grief right now. I had Underworld Goddess in my main deck. So that probably should be taken out. Do you imagine if I drew into her? Like, what would I do? I wouldn't have admitted it either. I would have just sat on it.
You would have just sat there.
I would have just sat there with Underworld Goddess in my hand. Because like I was looking through my extra deck and I'm like, wait, did I not put Underworld Goddess in? And then I was shuffling through my this deck and I was like, you've got to be shitting me. I'm not giving up on the Sioux ships. I committed to the bit.
Okay.
When I first put them in. And we're gonna keep moving forward because Mama didn't raise no quitter.
True.
Right. Good luck, have fun. Okay, this is
Thank you.
Interesting. There are cards in here that I don't know what the hell I was thinking when I put them in.
Okay, draw for turn. There's a good play in here, right? Oh, that's the best play. Hold up. Oh, we're about to make moves. We're also about to cause a remote duel nightmare.
Okay.
Because I have drawn Arrow Picks 3.
Okay, bet.
Okay, all right. We're going to... Oh shit, I can't do that because that doesn't give me any more... It's for every 1,000 attack. I can't do the thing. We're also going to Stairway to the Fabled Realm because I want to activate Foolish Burial.
Activate Dimension Shifter?
Oh no!
Yeah, sorry.
Rip the beaver. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
So this entire play wasn't going to work out, apparently. It was just doomed to fail. How much attack does Flip Frozen have?
500.
Well, it's about to have 300.
No!
I'm gonna... I thought I could summon more monsters this turn, but I couldn't. Nope, that's just not gonna work out. We're just gonna move Aeropix 3 to end the Flip Frozen. Truly, am I not the greatest duelist that ever lived?
This is the greatest duel that's ever happened, ever. Okay, I can kind of do something spicy.
Okay.
I'm going to normal summon Gunkan Sioux ship Shirayo.
Okay.
And then I'm going to link 5.
No!
For Underworld Goddess.
No! I can't win!
And this has been my plot all along!
All right. I'm
Fair
going
enough.
to send to the graveyard Stairway to a Fabled Realm, and we're going to activate Duel Tower. Are you ready for a mini game?
Sure.
Okay, so we're both going to reveal monsters from our deck, and whoever reveals the biggest monster in terms of attack gets to special summon a monster from their hand, and then that monster can attack directly this turn.
Shit, all my shit is like really, really small. Okay.
I mean, in the interest of time,
oh.
I can tell you my monster has 4,600 attack points, and you're probably not going to have something bigger than that.
Did you do that intentionally?
Yeah, I mean, I can technically summon this card because it requires the banishment of monsters that add up to 12 levels, and it plus one of my other monsters that's a machine has 12 levels. But yeah, it's mostly there so that I can reveal it off of Duel Tower for the memes. So I think I win. Well, now I get to special summon a monster. It can attack directly this turn. So I'm going to summon Bee Trooper Light Flapper.
Oh.
Which I think doesn't do anything because I don't have any monsters in my grave.
Oh. Yeah, that's a shame. I wonder why that happened.
I have a plan now. Okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
We're going to attack directly with Bee Trooper Light Flapper.
Okay.
Because of Duel Tower's effect.
Okay.
I might have found a way to win.
Oh no.
Okay. All right. And then I am going to end my turn.
Okay. Draw for turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to set a monster face down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to enter battle phase.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit your monster.
Are you ready for the funniest combo in the world?
No.
Bee Trooper Light Flapper's effect is that if it's targeted for an attack, I can bounce it back to my hand to negate the attack.
Are you just going to do that for the next, 30 turns?
I am going to do that for the next 3 turns, which is what it will require for me to win this game.
All right. Your move, I guess.
Okay. I'll draw for turn.
I got 3 turns. Oh my god.
All right, time to go for Duel Tower. What are you going to banish?
I don't know. I don't like this mini game. I don't know. I feel like Duel Tower is one of the games that they play in hell. I'm not gonna lie. You wake up and Satan's just like, let's look at your deck of a mess of cards. What are you gonna banish? It doesn't matter. Mine's 4,600 attack points. You lose. This is my monster. It has 1,600. Oh wow, yours has more than mine. I guess I just banish it face down.
I'm just secretly getting rid of the worst cards in your deck. That's okay. That's how we're doing this. I'm gonna attack directly with Light Flapper.
Okay.
And that's my turn. Your go.
Okay, draw for turn.
Uh-huh. Okay.
This is wild.
This is certainly something.
It's certainly something.
If I had my own underworld goddess, I would be in incredible shape right now.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
But seeing as I do not, I only have one shot, one opportunity. Duel Tower.
Question about Light Flapper.
Mm-hmm.
Can you only special summon it? Wait, hold on. So what is the combo that you're playing? So you're special summoning it because of Duel Tower, or is that its effect?
I'm special summoning it because of Duel Tower, and because I special summoned it off of Duel Tower, it can attack. Oh no.
It can attack directly because of Duel Tower.
Oh, I'm a dirty cheater. So you know Bee Trooper's effect that negates your attack? You know what it crucially does not do when it comes to Underworld Goddess's effect? It does not target it. Therefore, you have just been getting free direct attacks on me with Underworld Goddess because her attacks can't be negated by Bee Trooper Light Flapper.
Oh, because it doesn't target?
Because it doesn't target. So I've just lost the game.
Hold on. Let's go.
All right.
This has been an experience, I will say.
There's only one card that can cancel out the energy of Link Apple that's causing you to win these games.
What card is that?
There's only one card. It's a single card. It's one particular card. Goki Footening Move.